Hi everyone, this is Abigail from Sacred Sister Soul Talks. I wanted to come and wish everyone a very blessed new year. Or 2020 promises to be a year of many changes on all levels. So if you are moving towards a more spiritual level, expect there to be quick changes in your life. There's no more waiting, thinking, hoping. The divine consciousness that's on the planet, this total energy, is taking us towards a new direction, a new beginning. Everything in our lives will change. Everyone in our lives will change. Some of us will take on a new way of doing things. Some of us will get rid of what we say are bad people in our lives. But whatever you do, whatever it is going to be a change. What this energy is, it doesn't want you to be afraid. There's nothing to fear. You will see people putting all kinds of YouTube blogs out there. I call them fear mongering because they themselves don't understand what is getting ready to happen for us and with us. We are elevating in consciousness. This consciousness started in 2012. That's when everyone says the world is going to end. December, that was it. But it didn't end. It started a new beginning, which intensified in 2016. So for the last 8 years, we've been growing to this moment. And keep in mind, we have been operating on the Gregorian calendar. We are really now in 2012. And this 2020, which is 2020 vision, or the number four, because when you add two and two, you get four. Four is for the four realms of the planet Earth. Is a divine number. So we are moving into a time of great change. Most things, most numbers that you add, even your birthday, will come out to be a four or five, right? Which are multiples. 4 times 5 is 20. So everything is coming full circle. Everything is changing for you. Oh, no, not all changes are going to be good. Some are going to be negatively aspected. That's basically how you are seeing the world. Because it is aspected in a negative way, that doesn't mean that you have to stay there. You are in control. So you have the ability to change your world and change the way you see things as we move forward. What will be certain is that changes are going to happen quickly. You need a great support system. Positive people in your life who will help propel you forward. Try to stay away from negativity because that will only bring you down and keep you in the darkness. We need to elevate from darkness into light. And that's simply just what it is. Nothing special, nothing magical. But what is going to happen, there will be that change. You cannot help it. You cannot get away from it. Change is inevitable. Change is what makes the world go round. You see, Mother Earth is on a destiny and a plan. We are just basically leeches on her back. She has a plan and a purpose for her destiny. And yes, Earth is an entity. Earth is alive. Earth breathes. Earth feels pain. So we are just here having a moment with her. She has a destiny and a purpose and a plan, and she's moving towards that. She's taking us along for the ride. So as much as the divine consciousness is here to affect us, it's also affecting Mother Earth for the better. So don't get scared. Get centered. One of the ways you can get centered is you can start doing some grounding work. Grounding work is putting your bare feet in salt water. If you don't have access to a lake or river or the ocean, you ground yourself by submitting your feet into a salt water bath. Use sea salt, not regular pot salt. Sea salt will also help you ground yourself. And as you ground yourself, you do your incantation. You bring in wonderful, beautiful energy. What we did here for All Year's Night, coming from 2019 to 2020, we had a beautiful party with friends and family over that we love and care for. We invited them over into our space, and as they entered our stairway, coming down to our basement where we had a beautiful gathering, we had positive affirmations. And the first thing they saw when they came down the stairs was, you are stronger than you think. And that segued into wonderful sayings on the wall. We have positive energy. We had love, good vibes, financial success. That was a vision wall. Instead of staying a vision board individually, we shared that vision wall with everyone who entered our space. So we brought in positive energy. And at the end of our stairway, we had unpack. When you're unpacking fear, you're unpacking financial burden, you're unpacking doubt, you're unpacking envy. And what we had people do was to write what the very thing that they want to unpack and put it in our suitcase. Now, this segues into our Sacred Sister Soul Conference that's going to happen on March 21st. But I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So we had everyone do a positive affirmation as they come into the space. We fed them. We had our dinner party. We met people that we haven't met before because there were different families and different friends. No one felt alienated. No one felt like I don't know this person. As people came down the stairs, they embraced total strangers, what we would consider total strangers. They embraced each other and had a conversation. And the funny thing is, we learned more about these new people in our lives, or in our space, than we ever expected. But then we proceeded to have a prayer, and then we partied and sort of bring in the new year. So at the end of that, we had formed new friendships and new partnerships. We formed support groups where we will support each other as we move forward. So that was how we started 2020. So you may not have started it that way. That's fine. That's fine. There's still time for you to now bring in positive energy with positive affirmations of what you want in your life, what you want to see happen. One of the things that we are intending on doing is a Sacred Sister Soul Conference. And the reason it is called Sacred Sister Soul Conference is because the soul of a woman is the man. So we haven't excluded him. The Sacred Sister Soul Conference will attempt to address this hurt and start the healing process for us as women, for us as a people. Now, this is not excluding any other races, but this I can only identify with myself. I can only identify with people who look like me. So we are inviting everyone who wants to start this healing process as we enter a new decade with a different thought. We want to create a support group to help those who are coming into their spirituality but don't know where to begin. They don't know who to ask. There's so much information out there that's misleading. So we want to be that sacred support group for our sisters. We call it our safe space, our safe zone, where we just let it all out, so that when we leave that conference, we go back to our communities with a plan and a purpose, knowing that there are people like us who will support us. Below, you'll find the information you need of how you can participate in the conference slated for March 21st. So, see you there. Bye.
In the spring of 2020, Sacred Sister Soul Talks will be having its first conference. For additional information on our informative and inspirational talks, or if you have a story to tell and would like to share it, please contact us at Sacred Sister Talks, SacredSisterTalks @gmail.com. That's Sacred Sister Talks @gmail.com or 980-549-1004. Don't forget to share and subscribe.